From Soulja Boy telling Randy Orton he's sliding on him over Twitter.
Randy Orton, the next time you tweet me, bro, I swear to God, sliding on you.
To iShowSpeed getting absolutely destroyed at the Royal Rumble after calling WWE fake. These are the wild moments when influencers messed with the wrong WWE superstars and instantly regretted it. Soulja Boy versus Randy Orton. Our countdown begins with a feud that set Twitter ablaze in early 2021 when hip-hop artist Soulja Boy made the critical mistake of questioning the legitimacy of professional wrestling. What started as a seemingly innocent comment about the rap game quickly escalated into one of the most entertaining social media battles in recent memory, pitting the Crank That rapper against one of WWE's most decorated veterans. On February 28, 2021, Soulja Boy posted a tweet that would ignite a firestorm. Rap game faker than WWE. While research suggests this was more a jab at rap than a direct attack on wrestling, many in the wrestling community took it as calling their profession fake. The response from WWE superstars was swift and unforgiving. WWE star T-Bar was the first to fire back, tweeting, "Does the rap game take years off your life and leave you with countless injuries and debilitating pain? Oh well, maybe just stick to super soaking or whatever it is you did 15 years ago." This reference to Soulja Boy's 2007 hit Crank That set the stage for what was to come. But it was Randy Orton who truly elevated the exchange to legendary status. The 14-time WWE World Champion responded with full force. "Fake? Dare this prick to step up," Orton tweeted. "Consider us actors that do stunts, without pads 200 days a year, and don't when we get surgically repaired and come right back. Consider us 100 times tougher than anyone you've come across." Orton invoked Bad Bunny, saying Bunny would beat the out of Soulja Boy because he's seen our world, respects it, and knows what it takes. Soulja Boy clapped back, "Do you know who the I am? I'll bring the real to wrestling, don't play with me. Randy Orton, man."
Don't say my name no more, bro. Don't tweet me, bro. None of that, bro. None of that. Slide the WrestleMania slam all you on your head. Don't tweet me no more. Randy Orton, the next time you tweet me, bro, I swear to God, nigga, I'm sliding on you. WrestleMania, WWE. You say my name one more time on Twitter, slide. Nigga, I ain't no wrestler. Don't say my name no more. Don't tweet me no more.
The feud drew in rapper Bow Wow, who sided with Soulja Boy. The exchange went viral, garnering massive attention from both communities. While it never escalated beyond social media, it served as a powerful reminder that questioning wrestling's legitimacy to someone like Randy Orton is a quick way to get destroyed on Twitter. But that rapper wasn't the only one to underestimate WWE superstars. JD from NY and the AEW Women's Division. In our number 9 spot sits perhaps the most sustained and damaging feud between an influencer and professional wrestlers, one that cost the perpetrator media access, professional opportunities, and the respect of an entire locker room. JD from NY, a prominent wrestling YouTuber and podcaster known for Off the Script, faced significant scrutiny from 2022 to 2025 for comments perceived as misogynistic toward female wrestlers. JD, whose X handle is AJD from NY206, hosts a podcast and provides wrestling commentary on YouTube. He initially gained popularity reviewing WWE and later AEW content positively during its early years. However, starting around 2022, his critiques grew harsher, particularly toward women's storylines and performers, leading to widespread accusations of misogyny.
The women's division is garbage. The women's division is booked like shit. This women's division, with the talent that they possess, has a better women's division than Friday Night SmackDown.
The controversies began escalating in 2020 with WWE-related comments. JD commented on Alexa Bliss during a Raw review, saying she looks like she'd be boring in bed, which drew immediate criticism from Bliss and other WWE talent. This incident reportedly resulted in his ban from WWE events. In October 2022, he tweeted, "Oh, please, God no," about an AEW match between Jade Cargill and Marina Shafir, prompting a heated exchange. Cargill accused him of consistent insults toward women, with support from Britt Baker, Tay Mello, Nyla Rose, and others.
And the most important storyline in all of AEW's women's division is Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter breaking up. The most important thing in the women's division, the biggest story in the women's division, should be about the title.
By 2023-2024, his anti-AEW stance grew, which fans linked to lost access after criticizing the women's division. AEW reportedly revoked his press credentials, denying him event passes. In 2025, he was removed from House of Glory commentary during a match involving Mercedes Moné amid accusations of sexist bigotry. Joey Janela called him an AEW grifter, and fans praised Moné for standing up to him. Multiple female wrestlers took aim at his comments, including Jade Cargill, Britt Baker, Nyla Rose, and others. JD's case exemplifies how disrespecting an entire division doesn't just hurt your credibility, it can end your career. Speaking of YouTube stars learning hard lessons, our next entry involves a streamer who got way more than he bargained for. iShowSpeed's Royal Rumble reality check. iShowSpeed's journey with WWE from 2024 to 2025 represents perhaps the most dramatic evolution from skeptic to believer in our countdown. The popular Twitch streamer and YouTuber, known for his high-energy content and over 20 million YouTube subscribers, started as someone who frequently mocked professional wrestling before experiencing firsthand just how real the pain can be. iShowSpeed initially dismissed WWE as fake during older live streams, often reacting to clips with skepticism about its scripted nature. This aligned with common online debates, but his tone would shift dramatically through personal experience. The turning point came at WrestleMania 40 in April 2024. iShowSpeed made a surprise appearance during the United States Championship triple threat match. Disguised as a giant Prime Energy drink bottle, he interfered by distracting competitors. In retaliation, Randy Orton delivered a devastating RKO to iShowSpeed on the announce table, shattering it and leaving the streamer dazed. This moment went viral, with fans seeing it as proof of WWE's real physicality. Building on this buzz, WWE invited him to the 2025 Royal Rumble. On January 25, 2025, Triple H FaceTimed iShowSpeed during a live stream, extending a personal invitation for backstage access and permission to stream the event live. The Royal Rumble occurred on February 1, 2025, at Lucas Oil Stadium. When Akira Tozawa was attacked backstage, iShowSpeed entered as a surprise substitute at entrant number 8. He briefly allied with Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker, helping eliminate Otis and executing a backflip. However, Breaker then speared him mid-ring, sending him flying, and dumped him over the top rope for elimination. Backstage footage revealed Triple H's genuine concern, asking referees to check on the streamer. Post-match, iShowSpeed declared he was never coming back to WWE due to the intensity. He described feeling destroyed, inspiring fan reaction videos where viewers mocked his underestimation. The segment exploded virally, surpassing 255 million views in 24 hours. Despite his vow never to return, by October 2025, iShowSpeed was training at the WWE Performance Center with Randy Orton. iShowSpeed's journey from mockery to genuine respect demonstrates that while it's easy to dismiss wrestling from the outside, stepping into that ring changes everything. But while iShowSpeed learned through willing participation, our next influencer sparked controversy without ever setting foot in a ring: Mia Khalifa versus WWE. In 2017, former adult film star and social media influencer Mia Khalifa ignited a public feud with the WWE community through pointed criticisms on her sports talk show, Out of Bounds. The controversy began when Khalifa, discussing UFC champion Ronda Rousey's rumored transition to WWE, declared that such a move would mark where her career will go to die. She elaborated by dismissing WWE as not a real sport, labeling it embarrassing, and mocking performers for wearing sequined unitards while engaging in what she viewed as pretend fights. These remarks quickly spread across social media, drawing ire from fans and wrestlers who felt they undermined the athleticism and risks inherent in professional wrestling.
So she was talking about Ronda Rousey.
Right.
Now Rousey's going to WWE. What do you think about that?
Well, I was one of the ones that was like, I can see it happening. I can see why they would do it, because WWE likes to have people make the transition from a regular, or I guess you would say a mainstream sport, to come over to WWE. And
Shane Helms, better known as the Hurricane in WWE circles and a veteran with a storied career including multiple championships, was among the first to respond publicly. On Twitter, Helms clapped back with a tweet that read, "I'm not gonna get upset that a porn star doesn't respect pro wrestling. She's entitled to her opinion. Our bodies take a pounding and well, so does hers." This response, blending defense with sarcasm, resonated widely within the wrestling fan base.
So Me Khalifa states that WWE is embarrassing.
Yeah.
That her career is pretty much done and down and like.
Well, that didn't have anything to do with WWE.
no. She said because of his pro wrestling. Because pro wrestling, that Ronda Rousey.
Because she's going to that, her career is over.
Her career is over.
Once again, didn't have anything to do with WWE. Her career was already over.
No, but she's talking about, and you're right. But that's her UFC. But she's saying that it was that now
this is going to destroy her career.
Yeah, that it's going to destroy her.
No,
career.
oh yeah, it's going to destroy her career the same way it destroyed John Cena's career. It's going to destroy her career the same way it destroyed The Rock's career.
The feud escalated when former WWE superstar Eva Marie joined Out of Bounds as a guest panelist, specifically to confront Khalifa. Marie passionately defended the industry, educating Khalifa on the grueling demands of pro wrestling. She detailed aspects like rigorous training regimens, the real injuries sustained, and the athletic prowess required to perform high-risk maneuvers night after night.
To become a wrestler, you have to go to wrestling school. You got to eat right.
Right.
Exercise. A lot of cardio.
A lot of stuff that all of this matches up with porn.
So far. Create a character.
Matches up with porn.
Choose a name.
Matches up with porn. This would be check boxes going
Work
outside.
on poses.
The story took a surprising turn when Khalifa later engaged in hands-on wrestling training with independent wrestler Thunder Rosa. This session involved Khalifa attempting basic moves like running the ropes, taking bumps, and receiving chops to the chest. The physicality proved eye-opening. Khalifa was reduced to tears from the pain.
I will quote the amazing words of Hurricane Helms, in which he said, "You know what? To be in wrestling, our bodies take a pounding, but so do theirs."
From one controversial figure to another, our next entry involves a combat sports star who bit off more than he could chew. Jake Paul's WWE mockery. The worlds of YouTube stardom, boxing, and professional wrestling collided when Jake Paul, the controversial influencer-turned-boxer, had a series of encounters with WWE that revealed his shifting perspective on the industry. What started as mockery evolved into genuine respect, and a few reality checks along the way that showed even the most skeptical can learn appreciation for wrestling. Research indicates that Jake Paul has a mixed history with WWE, starting with past mockery of it as fake in streams, but evolving into active participation. The primary incident occurred around January 24, 2024, tied to John Cena's guest appearance on Logan Paul's Impulsive podcast. During this episode, Cena discussed WWE topics, praised Logan's wrestling potential, and met Jake Paul in what would become a memorable moment. Jake then shared a short video on his Instagram where he humorously pretended not to see Cena, waving his hand in front of his face, directly nodding to the "you can't see me" catchphrase. This was described in media as a hilarious bit, rather than a serious mockery or challenge.
John, bro. What's up, man? Yeah. Dude, I'm a huge fan. No, man, it's a pleasure to meet you. Jake, he's here.
The video was captured and shared by wrestling media outlets, with users calling it pretty great, showing that the interaction was taken in good humor by most fans. However, in late 2024 and early 2025, Jake Paul made statements about boxing superiority, calling MMA a version during interviews, but these comments were not directed at WWE or Cena specifically. In fact, Paul expressed positive interest in WWE in November 2024, saying he'd love to act as a manager like Paul Heyman for his brother Logan, indicating respect for the entertainment aspect rather than dismissal as fake. The story continues to evolve with the Paul brothers' involvement in WWE. Much of the verified content involves Logan Paul's actual WWE career, not Jake's. Logan had a scripted WWE feud with Cena in 2025, including promos and matches. John Cena has praised Logan Paul's WWE work extensively, showing mutual respect between the Paul family and wrestling professionals, demonstrating that even former skeptics can become valued members of the WWE universe. While Jake Paul's initial skepticism about WWE was apparent, his evolution and his brother Logan's successful integration into the company demonstrates that crossing over from YouTube to WWE isn't about disrespecting the industry, but rather about bringing new audiences to appreciate what wrestlers do every night. The Paul brothers' story shows that respect can be earned on both sides. While the Paul brothers eventually came around, our next influencer made claims that WWE vehemently denied Lele Pons versus WWE. In early 2023, Venezuelan-American entertainer Lele Pons made headlines with a bold claim about a potential WWE career that quickly became one of the most debated celebrity wrestling stories of the year. Pons, who boasted over 50 million Instagram followers, 18 million YouTube subscribers, and 31 million on TikTok, appeared to have the massive platform WWE typically seeks in crossover stars. But her appearance on Logan Paul's impulsive podcast would spark a controversy that divided wrestling fans and resulted in swift denial from WWE itself. During the March 21, 2023 episode, the discussion turned to wrestling when Paul suggested Pons try it, given her athletic background. Pons revealed that WWE had indeed reached out to her, but it was her husband Guayna who dropped the bombshell figure that would dominate headlines. They offered me $20 million to join WWE. Paul's stunned reaction was immediate and dramatic. What? No way. That's insane. You're turning down $20 million? That's crazy. Pons elaborated on her refusal, explaining her reasoning behind the decision. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get hit in the head. She emphasized that the decision wasn't financially motivated. It's not about the money, and added she might reconsider if anything happens in my career, like a scandal or anything, implying wrestling could serve as a backup plan if her primary career faltered. This framing raised eyebrows in the wrestling community. WWE's response came swiftly through insider reports. On March 23, 2023, Fightful Wrestling's Sean Ross Sapp reported that WWE sources denied the $20 million offer, stating outright, WWE have denied they offered Lele Pons $20 million, as she claimed. A WWE insider remarked, "That's generous of us," highlighting that the amount would surpass contracts for megastars like Brock Lesnar, estimated at $12–15 million annually, or Roman Reigns. Reports from outlets like The Sports Rush and Game Rant labeled Pons's claims as false and a little over the top, with the figure described as a big stretch. The denial amplified backlash against Pons from the wrestling community. Wrestling fans and insiders, already wary of celebrity crossovers potentially diluting the sport's authenticity, piled on criticism across social media platforms. On Reddit's ER² circle, users called it a total lie or fiction, accusing Pons of inflating her value for publicity. Fans questioned Pons's current relevance beyond her 2014-2016 peak on Vine, and some hoped she would stay away from wrestling to avoid disrespecting veterans. The incident serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of credibility when making bold claims about one of the world's largest entertainment companies. Speaking of bold claims causing problems, our next entry involves a rapper who caused major drama on multiple fronts. Cardi B versus WWE women. Cardi B, the Grammy-winning rapper and social media powerhouse, has had a fascinating and sometimes contentious intersection with the WWE universe spanning from 2021 to 2025. What began as a Twitter spat with one wrestler evolved into a broader series of exchanges with multiple WWE superstars, blending celebrity drama with professional wrestling hype in ways that kept fans talking for years and demonstrated how celebrity crossovers can both energize and complicate the wrestling landscape. The feud kicked off in January 2021 amid Cardi's public admiration for WWE. During an episode of Monday Night Raw, Lacey Evans, portraying her sassy Southern Belle character, trolled Cardi by referencing her in a promo and invoking rival rapper Nicki Minaj, a nod to Cardi and Minaj's real-life beef. Evans posted on Twitter, warning Cardi that WWE would rough her up and suggesting she'd leave with more than a busted eye, alluding to the infamous 2018 Cardi Minaj altercation at New York Fashion Week. Cardi responded aggressively in now deleted tweets, calling Evans a white woman who couldn't intimidate her and mocking her appearance and career trajectory. Phrases like, "A white woman can't never put fear on me, sweetie," escalated the exchange personally, drawing criticism from wrestling fans who felt Cardi overstepped by targeting Evans' looks. Evans fired back with more in-character jabs, but the feud remained confined to social media with no in-ring segments materializing. Fast forward to 2025, and Cardi B was announced as the host for WWE's landmark two-night SummerSlam on August 2–3 at MetLife Stadium. Amid preparations for her sophomore album, Cardi reignited WWE drama through a series of exchanges with Naomi, Chelsea Green, and Bayley on social media platform X, creating a multi-front war of words. The beef with Naomi ignited when Cardi commented on a SummerSlam promotional poster featuring Naomi's Women's World Championship defense. Naomi responded with a mix of flattery and a veiled threat, threat. Better hope she don't run into me. Cardi clapped back by invoking her friendship with Bianca Belair, saying Belair approved the drama. The exchange with Chelsea Green started after Green posted a self-comparison to Michael Jordan. Cardi dismissed it outright, leading Green to retort defensively. Bayley entered by offering ambiguous help to Cardi, which Cardi rejected flatly. At SummerSlam itself, Cardi hosted Night 1, kicking off with high energy that stole the show, but no direct confrontations occurred. Post-event, Cardi expressed interest in future wrestling involvement, while Naomi's recent tweet teased a 2027 ring meeting. From a rapper causing drama to an MMA fighter doing the same, our next entry involves a combat sports legend who learned wrestlers hit back harder. Conor McGregor versus WWE stars. In August 2016, amid preparations for his rematch against Nate Diaz at UFC 202, UFC featherweight champion Conor McGregor sparked a high-profile feud with multiple WWE superstars through a series of provocative interviews and social media posts. Known for his unfiltered trash-talking style that had made him one of the biggest stars in mixed martial arts, McGregor targeted the wrestling industry in a way that would come back to bite him and spark responses from some of WWE's biggest names. During a UFC 202 media call, McGregor dismissed WWE as scripted nonsense, questioning the athletic legitimacy of its performers. He called out WWE superstars as dweebs and messed up pussies, emphasizing that his comments were truth talk rather than mere hype. But his most pointed attack was directed at one of WWE's biggest stars, John Cena, the 16-time world champion and face of the company for over a decade. McGregor described Cena as a big fat 40-year-old failed Mr. Olympia motherfucker during a gym day media session in Las Vegas. He mocked Cena's signature "you can't see me" catchphrase, stating he's walking around in a luminous orange t-shirt and a headband talking about nobody can see him. We can see him right there. The insult was vintage McGregor, brash, colorful, and designed to generate headlines leading into his upcoming fight. John Cena, a consummate professional known for his measured responses, addressed the criticism calmly and philosophically in an interview, subtly addressing McGregor without escalating. Achievement often breeds contempt. The more you achieve, the more contempt you will see. Cena's measured approach aligned with his on-screen persona, avoiding direct confrontation while implying McGregor's success in UFC might fuel such animosity toward other successful performers. But other WWE stars were far more direct in their responses, particularly on social media, where the war of words intensified. Roman Reigns dismissed McGregor's size and bravado with a simple, cutting tweet: "You're the size of my leg, shut up." Sheamus, another Irish-born wrestler, challenged McGregor on Twitter, attacking his comments and implying he wouldn't last in the ring. Wrestling legend Ric Flair accused McGregor of stealing his arrogant nature boy gimmick, prompting McGregor to retort, "This ain't no gimmick. This is the real shit. I've got to get in and fight a man for real. With no script, come bring it then." However, McGregor softened his position by praising WWE's OGs like The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Flair as cool motherfuckers, while hailing Vince McMahon as a fucking legend. McGregor later expressed interest in WWE crossovers, showing that even the notorious one recognized the value in professional wrestling. Speaking of fighters questioning wrestling, our next entry involves someone who competed in WWE and caused problems from within. Ronda Rousey's fake fights controversy. In the lead-up to WrestleMania 35 in April 2019, the feud between Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch became one of WWE's most talked-about storylines, but not entirely for the reasons WWE had hoped. Rousey, a UFC Hall of Famer who transitioned to WWE in 2018, brought mainstream appeal and athletic credibility, but also sparked one of the most controversial moments in modern wrestling history by breaking kayfabe, the wrestling industry's sacred practice of maintaining storylines as real. On March 7th, 2019, Rousey uploaded a vlog titled "Ronda on the Road" to her YouTube channel, following a heated Raw segment where tensions with Lynch had reached a boiling point. In the video, she declared she was done following scripts, stating wrestling was scripted and not real. She expressed frustration with fan expectations and the WWE universe, using explicit language that shocked the wrestling world. "Wrestling is scripted. It's made up. It's not real. None of those bitches can fucking touch me. Fuck the WWE universe." This direct acknowledgement of scripting was rare for an active performer, especially one holding a championship, sparking immediate backlash for potentially exposing the industry's inner workings. The statement angered many fans and wrestlers alike, as it was seen as deeply disrespectful to the physical demands and time-honored traditions of professional wrestling. Articles and Reddit threads exploded with criticism, with fans debating if it was worked or a shoot. Becky Lynch, Rousey's key rival at the time, responded strongly in interviews and promos that blended character, work with genuine frustration. In an October 2018 promo that carried into 2019 storylines, Lynch vowed to rip Rousey's arm off at Survivor Series, framing it as a legitimate threat rather than just show. By February-March 2019, their Twitter feud intensified, with Lynch calling out Rousey's use of fake and defending the sport's legitimacy. In an interview within the Click, Lynch stated that Rousey calling wrestling fake was completely disrespectful to those who've suffered real injuries, dedicated their lives to the craft, and built careers in the industry. This back and forth drew massive attention from both wrestling fans and mainstream media, making their WrestleMania 35 triple threat match one of the most anticipated events in WWE history. Wrestlers like Alexa Bliss tweeted hurt feelings, noting the locker room's warm welcome to Rousey when she first arrived. Former wrestler Lana highlighted real injuries like concussions and broken bones, emphasizing that while outcomes are predetermined, the physical toll is devastatingly real. The controversy propelled women's wrestling into the spotlight, culminating in the first women's main event at WrestleMania. In 2024 reflections, Rousey clarified it was to blur the lines for better storytelling, though the damage to locker room relationships had been done. And finally, our number one entry involves someone whose comments got them destroyed on social media in record time. Melissa Joan Hart versus Kevin Owens. Topping our list is a feud that perfectly encapsulates how quickly things can go wrong when you criticize a WWE superstar's work ethic on social media. In November 2015, actress Melissa Joan Hart, best known for her beloved roles in Clarissa Explains It All and Sabrina the Teenage Witch, learned the hard way that criticizing a WWE superstar's work ethic can backfire spectacularly when you're dealing with one of the sharpest minds in professional wrestling. Hart was a self-proclaimed wrestling enthusiast who frequently shared her thoughts on Raw episodes under the hashtag #WhatMelissaExplainsRaw, positioning herself as an engaged viewer who loved the product. On November 16, 2015, during a live WWE Raw episode, Hart posted what she likely thought was constructive criticism about Kevin Owens' performance. Her original tweet read, "Kevin Owens is a lazy wrestler. Yeah, I said it. WWE title Chaka Melissa explains Raw. WE Raw." This comment quickly garnered hundreds of likes and replies, with fans divided, some defending Owens' skills from his legendary independent wrestling days, others agreeing with Hart's assessment of his WWE style. In follow-up tweets, Hart clarified her stance. Kevin Owens is a lazy wrestler. It's a character, not a person. Same as when someone calls me Sabrina. She attempted to distinguish between Owens' on-screen persona and his real identity as Kevin Steen, suggesting her criticism was kayfabe-based and directed at the character rather than the man. Kevin Owens, then holding the Intercontinental Championship and known for his quick wit and devastating social media presence, responded with characteristic sharpness that would end the feud decisively. His retort, as reported across multiple sources, was absolutely devastating and career-defining. "Sorry, I watched one of your shows a few months ago and it put me in a coma. I just woke up. Who are you?" This savage comeback mocked Hart's career trajectory and cultural relevance, implying her heyday had long since passed. Owens followed up by blocking Hart on Twitter, a move that amplified the drama significantly. In a later tweet that went viral, he confirmed with a perfectly dismissive tone, "It confirms I just blocked Sabrina the Teenage Witch," reducing Hart to her most famous character, rather than acknowledging her as a serious critic. Hart posted a screenshot of the block and commented, "I made one comment hoping he would start showing more, and he got butthurt, didn't know I was so threatening." She tried to maintain dignity, elaborating, "I understand, I'm sure he's a very nice guy. He's a talented wrestler, but his character needs some ring and mic boost." The exchange didn't stop at social media. It spilled into WWE's on-air content when the Raw announce team referenced it during Owens' match, bringing the feud to the television audience. Support poured in for Owens from fellow wrestlers and fans. Big E launched the hashtag #YourEyesStandWithOwens, which trended briefly. For Owens, the exchange reinforced his heel persona and cemented his reputation as someone you don't want to cross on social media. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, click on one of the boxes playing on your screen to watch more similar content.